How often do you think about your heart health? Are you aware of the risks of cardiovascular disease? Well, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Cardiovascular diseases, encompassing coronary heart disease and stroke, claim the top spot as the leading cause of death in the United States. Particularly at risk are Blacks and Hispanics in underserved communities. It's a sobering reality, isn't it? But there's good news. Cardiovascular disease is largely preventable. Stay tuned to learn how you can keep your heart beating strong. Heart Smarts, a health program, is here to empower you to live a heart-healthy lifestyle. This program is not just about information, but about transformation. It offers a comprehensive approach to help you understand and achieve heart health. Heart Smarts is committed to reducing the incidence of cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. The program focuses on underserved communities where the risk of heart disease and stroke is greatest. Through education and empowerment, Heart Smarts aims to turn the tide on these statistics. It's a call to action, a call to change, a call to live healthier, longer lives. Heart Smarts is about arming you with the knowledge and tools you need to make heart-smart choices every day. It's about the power of prevention and the promise of a healthier future. Remember, Heart Smarts is not just a program, it's a life-changing journey. It's about taking control of your health, one heartbeat at a time. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to these stories from people who have benefited from Heart Smarts. Imagine being told you're at risk for heart disease, a leading cause of death in the United States. Now picture having the knowledge and tools to combat that risk head-on. For people like Maria, a single mother from an underserved community, Heart Smarts was a beacon of hope. The program informed decisions about her heart health, ultimately reducing her risk of cardiovascular diseases. And then there's John, a middle-aged man who was once a prisoner of his poor lifestyle choices. For him, Heart Smarts was not just a program, but a lifesaver. It opened his eyes to the risks he was taking and gave him the push he needed to commit to a healthier lifestyle. These are not just testimonials, they are life-changing stories. Stories of empowerment, resilience, and triumph over heart disease. These are real stories from real people who have seen the impact of Heart Smarts in their lives. Are you ready to be the next success story? Your heart health is in your hands, and with Heart Smarts, you have the power to make a difference. It's time to take that first step towards a healthier lifestyle, a step that could redefine your future. Heart Smarts is not just an ally, it's a beacon, guiding you to make informed decisions for your heart health. So why wait? The path to a healthier heart is just a click away. You'll find the link to Heart Smarts right down in the description below. Start your journey towards a healthier heart today with Heart Smarts.
Ever wonder how much money you could save if you didn't buy that extra pair of shoes you hardly wear? Or that fancy gadget collecting dust on your shelf? It's an intriguing thought, isn't it? We're often caught up in a cycle of excessive spending, a whirlwind of buy, use, and forget. And as our material possessions accumulate, they not only take up physical space, but also weigh heavy on our wallets. Consider this. Each item we buy, whether we end up using it or not, is an investment. And when these investments sit idle, they become financial burdens, silently eating away at our savings. Clutter, then, is not just a physical obstacle clogging up our living spaces. It's a financial blockade, hindering our path to economic freedom. It's time to break free from this cycle, to reassess our spending habits, and to redefine our relationship with material possessions. Imagine having more money in your pocket and less clutter in your home. Sounds like a win-win, doesn't it? But what exactly is minimalism? Is it about living with the bare minimum, or is there more to it? Well, to put it simply, minimalism is a lifestyle choice that involves making conscious decisions about what we bring into our lives and what we choose to let go. It's not about deprivation or living with the bare minimum, but rather about living with intention. It's about acknowledging that our belongings are not just things, but extensions of ourselves, and that each item we own should have a purpose and a place in our lives. Minimalism is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It looks different for everyone because it's rooted in personal values and individual needs. For some, it could mean living with fewer than 100 items. For others, it could mean decluttering their digital space or simplifying their commitments. The key is to find what works for you and aligns with your lifestyle and values. The heart of minimalism lies in the principle of quality over quantity. Instead of owning a lot of things, minimalists prefer to own fewer but higher quality items that last longer and serve their purpose well. This also means being mindful about our purchases, asking ourselves if we really need something before we buy it. It's about resisting the urge to buy impulsively or to keep up with the latest trends, and instead, making thoughtful purchases that add value to our lives. This intentional living extends to our finances as well. Minimalism encourages us to spend our money on experiences rather than material possessions. It's about investing in our future, our health, and our happiness, rather than accumulating stuff. So you see, minimalism is not about living with less for the sake of less. It's about making room for more. More time, more peace, more experiences, and yes, more financial freedom. It's about getting rid of the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak. Minimalism, then, is a tool that can assist you in finding freedom, including financial freedom. So how do we start decluttering and adopt this minimalist lifestyle? Well, the first step is to identify which items are essential and which are not. This may seem like a daunting task, but it can be simplified by asking yourself a few questions. Does this item bring value to my life?